Hey guys, Uncle Ray. Welcome to another episode of the Crypto Bellwether. I don't always tell you what you want to hear, but I tell you what you need to hear to make informed decisions. Well, guys, I own ICP. I'm bullish on ICP, and I think it's great tech, and I bought it for a reason. I personally bought it because of the cloud storage and that it's a layer 2 for both Ethereum and Bitcoin. That being said, I'm about to sell my ICP on its next leg up and move on. Now, I'm not here to FUD a project. And quite frankly, guys, if this triggers you or you want to call this information FUD, this channel's not for you because I can only lead, that old saying, you can lead a horse to water. But guys, FUD is the dumbest creation that I've ever heard. I've been in, real estate. I've traded foreign currencies, penny stocks. I've been around wealthy investors pretty much my whole adult life. And no one ever says anything is called FUD when it's real value information. It's not make up. I don't make things up. That's what FUD would be. But why would anyone make up negative information on a token they personally own? Now, that being said, I'm going to give you some very valid information that is going to help you make a lot of money in your investing career and definitely keep you from losing money. Now, I've worked for two Fortune 100 corporations. One was Bear Stearns. They're a competitor to JP Morgan. I got to go behind the scenes. I watched how powerful those hedge fund guys are when they trade, how they move markets, how they manipulate markets. I've seen it all. It's like taking candy from a baby. And it's even easier in crypto because you have the tribalism and the people that call real valid information FUD. Well, guys, if that's what you think, you deserve to get wrecked. And believe me, you will. And if you happen to luck up and make some money with that type of thought process, you'll just end up losing it. So good luck to you. And I say that with love, guys. I started this channel because I believe this is the biggest opportunity in history. I want to share my knowledge. I share my research. I want everyone watching my channel to be successful. I don't have to be right. I just want to be correct in my thinking. And if anyone ever has something that has merit that is a negative to any investment I ever have, please bring it to my attention. If you were going to buy a house and the neighbor walked over and said, "Did you know the septic tank leaks?" You wouldn't go, "Oh, that's FUD. Why would you say that? Oh, I bet you want to buy the house." You would ask the realtor. And if the realtor said yes, well, maybe you'd still buy the house, but you'd want a discount. You just want to know what you're dealing with so you can make informed decisions. That's what I try to bring on this channel. That being said, how does that relate to ICP? Well, ICP is is starting to get tribal, kind of like the XRP army. And there's a lot of misinformation and just total nonsense spoken about ICP, just like with XRP. The influencers start to make shit up and then just don't understand math and tokenomics. They don't tell you any downside, like they're both just perfect and they're going to rule the world. Well, I got news for you. They're not. Now, I've been saying since the first video I ever created that whether we like it or not, the legacy banks, the governments, primarily the U.S. government and Wall Street, pick winners and losers. That's how it is, guys. No one cares what me and you think. I hate the gas fees on Ethereum. Guess who doesn't? Wall Street. Wall Street builds on Ethereum. They run nodes. They make money off the gas fees. They could care less about how we think. And they use layer 2s, and they don't have to pay those huge gas fees. But like I said, most of them building on Ethereum are running nodes, so they're making money along the way. That being said, what I truly believe that in, say, 10 years, that 98% of these tokens are going to be gone. And the majority of the dominant players in crypto, we have never heard of. People never, ever talk about them. Like I hear all the time, oh, I'm an XRP expert. Well, if anyone is an expert on anything, they would understand the competition. I guarantee you probably 9.9% or 99.9% of all influencers have never done any research on corporations that are in crypto. What's IBM building? What's HSBC building? What's JP Morgan building? What's FIS Global doing? Well, guys, they're dominating crypto. We just don't know it. And I'm about to prove that to you. And if you don't think this is proof enough, I can't help you. But I highly recommend you do your own research. Start going to JP Morgan's websites. Find out what they're doing. Go to IBM. Go to Visa. See what they're doing. Read their white papers and their roadmaps and see what they're doing on their private chains. We don't need a fraction of the technology that we have right now. And in my opinion, I just had a real intellectual conversation about the future of crypto. Maybe we're right, maybe we're wrong, but we were talking about how Wall Street is just letting technology run rapid. Look at how great these new projects are coming out. The technology changes week in, week out. It's getting better and better and faster and cheaper. Well, guess who's going to take it over when it's all said and done? They are. Period. They don't lose, guys. I'll give you a scenario. When I worked for Tyco, they were in fire protection. They have 360 different sectors around the world. And when they roll into a sector, and we'll just use fire protection because I watched it happen, when they roll in and they decide they want to be the dominant player in fire protection, they go into a territory, which is the whole world, but they go into, state by state, and they start making offers to buy the competitors out. And when they say no, well, they're probably going out of business, or they'll sell at a lesser price later on. They'll go across the street, start building out a warehouse, compete with them head on, lower their prices, and lose millions and millions, billions if they need to, forever how long they need to, until their competition says uncle. And they're out of business, and guess what? Then they own the whole territory, and they can jack the prices up as high as they want. And crypto is not going to be any different. And if you think that a project has such great tech that it can't be copied or duplicated or taken over or stolen, you're out of your mind. And the only projects that are going to stick around and have longevity of any true value will probably be owned or dominated by Wall Street, the legacy banks, or a government entity like Fed now. They don't need us. It's just like Mr. Wonderful from the Shark Tank says. You got to look at crypto as software companies. And if you were around in 2000 in the .com, it was almost exactly, it's like rewind on steroids of what we're going to see in crypto. .coms, companies that made no money. 98% of all crypto projects don't make any money. But same with .coms. They would finance, they would do IPOs, they would have these billion-dollar corporations, a lot of young tech kids making tons of money. And then one day, we woke up and it was all over with. But Amazon, Microsoft, Apple, Google all came from that tech bubble. That's what's going to happen in crypto. Now, I don't like this at all, but you got to hear me out. Now, I'm going to play you a video from one of the managers from Blackrock. And guys, if you would rather listen to some influencer hype up and tell you what you want to hear, and the whole world's going to run on XRP rails, and that ICP's the best tech, and everyone's going to come storming onto it, okay. But I'd rather listen to the smart money, because there's a reason they're called smart money, right? And the smart money is going to take money from the dumb money in crypto. You don't want to be dumb money, guys, at all. Hear me out. This guy is a manager of Blackrock. Hold on. And a shout out to Paul Barron. He had this on his podcast. Check it out, guys.
All right, so let's get to another clip here. This goes into some of the strategies that BlackRock is taking around some of these companies that are kind of connecting the dots. Listen in.
We also recently learned that BlackRock, the world's largest asset manager, got into the asset tokenization race, creating a fund on the Ethereum network. So what does that signal to you?
It signals, I think, something that we've expected for a long time, which is that as money comes into this crypto and blockchain ecosystem, if you want a crypto asset, you will buy Bitcoin. But if you want a tokenized digital asset, you will buy those on the Ethereum platform. Even if it's not a cryptocurrency, if it's a real-world asset, gold, oil, you name it, it's going to be on the Ethereum ecosystem. There are always better platforms. Technology keeps moving along. However, what happens is we tend to pick a platform that's widely adopted and it gets a lot of momentum. And we see that in computing platforms all the time. Windows is the world's desktop operating system. IBM has the dominant share, is the 100% share of the mainframe business. Ethereum is, if you think of Ethereum as a computing platform, this idea that we would have a single dominant platform makes a lot of sense. There's quite a few challengers to Ethereum, but Ethereum itself now contains more than 40 layer 2 networks. So the real competitive action, the real innovation is now happening inside the Ethereum ecosystem, not in competition with it.
Guys, if you don't want to listen to a manager of money at BlackRock, I don't know who you would listen to. Well, think about it, guys. No one cares what me and you think. What he just said? He said we. He's talking about Wall Street. Guys, BlackRock is going to put more money into tokenized assets with their customers than will ever probably be on any other platform, at least for the next 10 years. Yeah, a lot of projects are out there hyping up, like the XRP Army. Oh, that'd be perfect. Tokenized assets on the XRPL. Good luck. Let me know when Wall Street starts to tokenize assets on the XRPL or on any other platform that is not affiliated with Ethereum. That Ethereum ecosystem, guys, is what matters. It's not just Ethereum against XRP, Ethereum against Cosmos. It's Ethereum's ecosystem against the world. It's Bitcoin's ecosystem against the world. And here's the deal, guys. The reason I know this is going to happen and be true is because that they have all the money and those assets. They store the gold. They store those high rises that are going to be tokenized. They have those bonds. They already have the money and the customers. He mentioned IBM. IBM's part of the Ethereum Enterprise Alliance. Now, I'm not saying Ethereum will be the only winner, but if you follow the money, there's indications of who could win. And right now, the only two that look like they are going to be around for the next 20 years would be the Ethereum ecosystem, the Bitcoin ecosystem, and HBAR has a real shot. Why do I say that? Well, IBM's on their board. Google's on their board. You know, they have some of the biggest corporations in the world, and they're already tokenizing assets for whatever that's worth. Now, let's talk about ICP. Get back to ICP. And guys, I'm not here to FUD the project. I own the project. I'm bullish on it. It's a great project. I think it's going to have a great bull run. That being said, it's an odd position finding myself to be kind of like the bad guy talking about tokens I own. I day trade XRP almost every day. Why? Because I know Ripple's going to dump, and every time XRP takes off and starts to have a couple of really good moves, I go short. It's working out well for whatever that's worth, because I understand the game, guys, and that's what I'm trying to convey to you guys. Now, that being said, tokenomics and market cap matters, right, guys? Internet Computer came out of pretty much nowhere, and now it's in the top 20. Top 20 tokens don't get you rich. They don't make life-changing gains. They've already done that, right? They've already made tons of millionaires, the founders, the early investors. And yes, they're still way better investments, in my opinion, than the average stock. Outside of maybe Tesla and Nvidia, nothing is going to keep up with those top 20 tokens in this bull run. But guys, anyone holding a project outside of Bitcoin, in my opinion, past the bull run are out of their minds. Don't listen to people that tell you, oh, well, it's the future. I'm never going to sell my XRP. I'm never going to sell my ICP. I'll just stake it. Guys, this is just technology. And once the tech gets to where it needs to be and they work out all the issues, Wall Street will step in, get a load of developers. Think about it, guys. They could go up to the 1,000 developers or ever how many there are that are working on ICP right now and just write them a check. Hey, why don't y'all come to work for me? Let's clone ICP, right? If that was the winner. I don't think it would be the winner anyway, because the tech is exploding, guys. What is great tech today is not great tech. Heck, I remember when a pager was phenomenal, right? I remember my flip phone, the BlackBerry, right? This is tech, guys, technology. And for whatever this is worth, and I know I'm ranting, but guys, this is a wealth of alpha, in my opinion, that you need to understand. And if you understand it, it's going to help you make better decisions. You know who might win this race of payments? I think it'd be like something on the Bitcoin, like the Lightning. But look at Cash App and Venmo and Zelle, which I do not like Zelle. But it's already, I didn't even know it. My bank set me up a Zelle account, right? And they're doing like $15 billion a year with JP Morgan. People don't even know that. No one's talking about that. Well, look at Venmo. They're starting to accept crypto in the Venmo. I don't know. It's not even a wallet. I don't know what to call it. But guys, you don't have to download XRP or have a third-party token to do transactions, right? You don't care. Maybe it's not instant settlement. Maybe they float the loans. Who cares about the back end? All I know is if you send me money on Venmo or Cash App or Zelle, I can immediately go get my debit card and spend that money. Now, maybe that money gets settled in the back end, right? And I'm guessing what they do is they take their money, put it in your account, and then when that money clears 24 hours later, whatever, they get their money back, whatever. But no one cares. But the point about this rant, guys, is the world doesn't look like anything you think it is. This is all one crazy, crazy opportunity. But these are not stocks. They're going to disappear. And most projects, 9 out of 10, I mean, do not need a token. Look at Base. It's one of the biggest layer 2s out there. No token needed, right? They're not ever probably going to launch a token. Arbitrum, competitor, has a token. You don't need the token. Those tokens are for speculation and to fund these projects. And once they get fully diluted, and if they're not making money, they're going to disappear. Anyway, that's all I got for you guys. I don't want to spread FUD. FUD is just stupid. If you think this is FUD, good luck to you. This is just facts. Okay, one other thing I didn't finish. ICP is at number 18. It's at $8 billion. $8 billion. Okay, for it to do a 10x, it's going to have to basically get up and take out where Solana It's going to double XRP is now, double it, just to do a 10x. You think that's going to happen? It's going to have to move into where Solana is right now. I don't see any indication whatsoever that ICP is going to get that kind of adoption. Because guys, and I say this with love, most of these projects are being moved up by retail. That's called the dumb money. Well, there's not but so much dumb money in the world. For a project in the top 20, top 10 for sure, to keep moving up to do a 10x, guys, that's going to take Wall Street type money. We can't do it yet, right? We can do it to a meme coin or something, but a real project that has real world utility is going to take big money. And when big money moves in and regulation and all that happens, they'll just clone these projects. One other point, and I will let you go. Guys, did you hear in that video, he talked about we work with a lot of private companies on their private blockchains. Guys, I'm telling you, the biggest players in crypto right now are not these foundations and these developers that we know and love. It's Wall Street. It's major corporations building private blockchains, and they're going to tie into 1, 2, maybe 3 ecosystems. That's all. And when it's all said and done, no one's going to need a token to do anything. Why would you need a token when you got all the options out there? No token needed. All right, guys, that's all I got. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Hit that like button and come back and be part of this community, because I don't want you to get wrecked. And get to stacking, guys. Take care.